As a business owner, a leader, an entrepreneur, have you ever found it hard to ask for what you want? Just simply asking for what you want without coming across selfish. That's something that a lot of my clients, when I'm working with them, I ask them often, like, what do you want? They tell me straight up, this is what I want. But then what comes after that is, but that would be selfish, wouldn't it? This is how I help them get past that roadblock.
All right. So let's slow things down for a moment because this is a question that I get so frequently. It's like, but won't that make me sound selfish? This is oftentimes a question that comes up in a coaching conversation with a client. Like, what do you want? And I'm over here just kind of an objective third party. When you tell me what you want, I hear you so clearly. I think it's because there's no judgment from me. I'm listening, but there's something to be learned in that. So I'm here and I'm experiencing you crystal clear. What do you want? What do you want to see happen? And you're going to tell me, well, I want to see our numbers go up, or I want to see us producing twice as many of these as we are currently. And I'm like, great. What's making that so challenging to communicate to your team? That fear of coming across as being selfish. I don't want them to think I'm selfish. If you're a business owner, it's really turned up, right? It's like, well, they know that I make more money if I produce more. And like, that's selfish of me. Now I'm being greedy and I can't ask them to do that. I mean, they're already working so hard and that would be selfish, right? Even in any leadership context, like you see how hard they're working and you're about to ask for more. You're afraid that they're going to get defensive or judge you as being unappreciative or selfish. So what do you do instead? Because here's the thing, you still need to ask for what you want. This word selfishness, I'm on a mission to kind of make it okay to be selfish as a leader. There's books out there like Leaders Eat Last and all of this servant leadership stuff. We've totally confused servant leadership for what it really is. And what I want to talk about is this word selfishness, because I want you to be more selfish. I want you to be okay with loving yourself enough, appreciating yourself enough to be selfish. Because when you see something in the business, on your teams, more than likely you see it because you see the usefulness in it. You see the opportunity. When you see opportunity and you tap into that opportunity, you're not the only one that wins. We all win. So I want you to be more selfish, because when you're more selfish, we all benefit from that. When you get what you want, everyone wins. When you don't get what you want, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting everyone around you. So let's just change our relationship with this word selfishness. Okay? Let's be selfish. So coming from a place of selfishness, what do you want? What do you want to see different in the business? What's the result you really want to see? And what do you need from your team? What do you want to ask of them? Now, I get that when you go to them and say, I want you to work harder in some version of that, or I want you to do more of this, less of that. When you use the word I, it does come across selfish. But here's the thing. This is one phrase that's going to change everything for you. Instead of saying, I need you to, blah, 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 I want you to start saying, the business needs blah, blah, blah. The business needs us to produce twice as many of these every week. Let me explain why. The business needs us to increase our pricing, because here's why. The business needs. You can use this language with your customers. The business needs. The organization needs. Our team needs. This group needs. Because if you replace the word I with this team or this business, it actually makes it more true, because it's not you that really needs this, it's the business that needs this. So when you just make this one little quarter turn in what you're saying and communicating to your team, it's gonna like depersonalize it for you. So you're not gonna come across selfish, you're gonna be more collaborative in your approach. Now it's just a matter of like, okay, team, how do we do that? Because the business needs it. I don't necessarily need it, but the business is needing it. When we let the business decide what it needs and doesn't need, things get a lot simpler and clearer. Try that out this week. And you might be thinking, like, well, yeah, but might they see it as like manipulation or like, I don't know. There's this opportunity about who you're being. And if you're being and coming from a place of truly like, I see the business needs this, then the business needs this. Doesn't matter. You're not being manipulative. You're not being selfish. Now, if you want more, watch more of these videos. I want to give you simple, helpful tips like this, little quarter turns that when you add these into how you communicate and how you show up, it just makes everything so much easier. Drop a comment below, subscribe to this channel, watch my next video. And if you want to go deeper, after you watch my next video, I want you to check out my newsletter. I call it the 8-second coach. Every day I come to you in your inbox and I give you one daily question to amplify your leadership in 8 seconds or less. Go check that out. Go watch my next video.